Alright, what up everyone? This is the tutorial on how to use this diet. Let's get into it. First of all, you're going to come up here, you're going to enter your weight. I know I'm 170. Your TDEE, so you're going to want to go to Google for this. You're going to type in TDEE calculator. And then I have found that this second one at IIFYM works the best. So you're going to click that. You're going to go down here. You're going to go through all these. And at the end, it will tell you your TDEE. And then you're going to go back into your diet plan. You're going to enter your TDEE. Mine is what, 2697. Enter. Week 1. So there you go. Your macros are calculated for you. So the way you want to use this diet plan is you want to plan out your days of eating ahead of time. So say it's Monday, I should already know what I'm going to be eating before the day. It's to plan your food out, not to eat and then put it down. So you want to have it planned and your meals kind of prepped for you. That's the best way that I've found this works. So like I showed you in the YouTube video, there was a reference guide down here. It was too big to send over email, so I had to take that off. So there's another attachment which will look like this. I had to dim this down, so if you want to make this a little bit brighter, you can just adjust the color. You know, I think it looks like that. You can just adjust the color to a little brighter so you can see it better. So this is your reference guide. So I will show you how this works. So your match macros, you're going to want to hit 250 for high carb day. You're going to want to hit 255 grams of protein, 235 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of fat. Now the thing here is that your fat is so low, it's a little bit harder to not go over on fat when you're eating this much protein. So you got to choose your foods wisely. So since your fat is going to be low on Mondays, you're going to go in here and you're going to try to look for foods that have low fats. Like I'm going to tell you right now, ground beef is not going to work for a high carb day, low fat day. High carb, low fat, same day. So your ground beef is not going to work. Bison's not going to work. You know, catfish might. You want to try to find these ones that are 0 and then maybe throw in a little bit of the ones that have a 1. So we're going to start off with some egg whites. So go down here, find egg whites. I'm going to do 10 ounces of egg, or 10 egg whites. So that puts you at 40 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 fats. Okay? Then you're going to, Then you're going to go back over here. You're going to look through the foods again. Let's see. Scallops have 0 grams of fat. Okay, 0 grams, scallops, 6 grams of carbs, or 6 grams of protein per ounce. For shrimp, let's do shrimp. Sorry. So we're going to go down here to shrimp. We're going to have 10 ounces of shrimp. So you're up to 100 grams of protein. Let's go and do a food that has a little bit of fat. Let's do some chicken breast. I'm going to do 10 ounces of chicken breast also. So now you got a little bit of fat in there, 190 grams of protein. I'll just add just a little bit. No, I'm going to stick with that for right now. So that's close enough. Now we're going to want to that's close enough for the time being. Now we're going to want to fill in our carbs, because as we fill in our carbs, we're going to get some more fats and we're going to get some more protein. So let's do these and see where we end up. So carbs, we're going to want to look for carbs that have low fat, which most of them do. So black beans, 7 grams. So another thing for high carb day, you're going to want to look for carbs that have kind of higher carbs. Like cauliflower, 1 gram per ounce. You'd have to eat a lot of cauliflower to reach your goal. So you're going to kind of want to stick in these higher carbs and maybe throw a few veggies in there as well. So I'm going to start off with black beans. So I'm going to do 6 ounces of black beans. I know that I know that steel cut oats has a shitload of carbs in it, so I'm gonna do 6 ounces of steel cut oats. But see, when you do steel cut oats, you're also gonna get a little bit of fat here and some protein. See how that bumps you up? So you're up to 156. We need a little bit more. Potatoes, I know, have a lot of carbs. So let's see. You're going to want to go back here. Where are potatoes? Where are potatoes? Potatoes, 6 grams of carbs. I'm going to do 6 ounces of potatoes and see where we're at. Up to 192. Let's just do 10 ounces of potato just so that this goes along a little quicker. So you're up to 216. Now I'll throw in a little bit of veggies because you want to have some veggies. It helps your digestion, helps you have normal shit, and so you don't get so stuffed, constipated when you're eating so much protein. I personally like asparagus or broccoli, so I will probably just do some broccoli, which is actually not too bad on the carbs. Let's go here. Broccoli. I'll do 6 ounces of broccoli. So that gives you 12 carbs. You're pretty close here. See, you're a little bit under on your calories, so you're a little bit under on fat and protein. So I'm gonna go up here, and instead of eating 10 ounces of chicken, I'm gonna see what 11 looks like. So there you go. You're two off, 3 off here, and 3 off here. That is more than that's about as good as you can get. So that's what you kind of want to do. So these days are going to be easier. You know, you can use a little bit higher fat foods because your allowance for fat is a little bit higher. Erase those. So a little tip for low carb day and low carb high fat day. You're going to be eating these foods down here a lot because you're going to have to, you got to have 105 grams of fat, and you're also going to be wanting to eat higher fat protein. So let's go see what higher fat protein is. So like eggs, for example, 5 grams of protein per egg, or 5 grams of fat per egg, excuse me. You're going to want to eat some eggs, let's go down. Salmon's got decent fat. Ground turkey has pretty good fat. New York strip, pretty good fat, So you're just going to have to play around with it. And the nice thing about this is once you get all of your foods, like this day is done, so then you're going to, once you get your whole week built out and you have all of your foods for the week, you know what you're going to eat. Then when you go to week 2 and your calories are going to drop a little bit, it's a lot easier. So I only got to drop this by like 50. So you're just gonna go down here and you're just gonna take. Why didn't that work? Fuck. So the nice thing about this is when you go over here, and you enter week 2, basically all that's doing, it dropped your fats by 2 and your carbs by, what was it? Your carbs were 235. It dropped them to 215. So your protein's good, your fats are good. All you have to do is go down here and take out a little bit of carbs, So if you go down to 5, let's go down to 4. There you go. That's all you had to do. That's all you have to do is take a little bit of carbs away and your diet's done. It's just the hardest part is building it out initially and getting all the foods to match up, but once you get that far, it's pretty easy to do. So now I'm gonna first of all, I'm gonna recommend that you keep this list like it is for the first couple of weeks, so you kind of figure out what foods you like to eat, what foods work well, and then after you do that, this list doesn't have to be so big. So So for example, say like I know that I'm never going to eat blue crab. You can delete this. Delete the row. Say that I know I'm never going to eat duck. Delete it. And as you delete this, your list is going to get smaller, and it's just for me, I find it easier to have a smaller list. Like I'll show you what my diet looks like. I have all my stuff in grams cuz I like to use grams better. But those are basically all that I eat. It's just a small list of foods. So that's kind of what I would say work towards. If you don't mind having all these foods on here, by all means have them. But I just find it a little bit easier if you take the foods out. And when you are taking the foods out, make sure you highlight the whole row all the way across. Okay. Now, second thing, this miscellaneous section down here, all the way to the end of these colors are going to be foods that you can enter in. So, say for example, I want to eat a banana one day. So you're going to type in banana. You're going to go one banana because that's how much your macros are going to be. So then you're going to go to Google. Oops. And you're going to type in banana macros. And then click on this. And there's the macros for one banana. If you want to weigh it out, it's 136 grams, but that's one banana. So you're going to look at calories. So one banana is 237 calories. So you're going to put 237 in your calorie row. Now you're going to go and look at protein. Protein is 6 grams. So you're going to type in 6. Now you're going to go look at carbs. I think carbs are 31 for a banana. 40 carbs for a banana. You're going to type in 40. And now let's look at fats, which are 6. So 6 grams of fats. So now once you enter these in, these rows automatically add all the way down into the until the cutoff line down here. So you can enter in all of these can be foods that you enter in that you might want to eat on certain days. If you want to get a little bit more technical, I don't know if everyone's gonna want to do this, but I find it kind of easy to do. If you want to have your rows add, like say there's a food that you know you want to eat every day, you can go down here, and I'm just going to do banana again. One banana. So this is your amount row here. So for calories, you're going to go equals the amount times your calories are 237. 237. Enter. So now, if say you want to eat, so one banana is 237 calories. We know that. 2 bananas is 447. 3 bananas, you get to kind of get the idea. So you can do that all the way across. So I'll just show you equals this box, where the box that you're going to be entering in the amount, times, which is shift 8, and this is 6. So equals, click on the box, D39, times 40, enter, equals, click on the box, times 6, enter. Okay, so now this is going to automatically calculate for you. Now you can do this with any foods. So next thing is, if you want to copy this to the rest of your day so you don't have to re-enter this again and again, you're going to want to highlight this whole section here, and then see how my crosshairs, they turn black when I hover over this little green box. If you click and drag this across all the way to here, it's gonna copy that formula. So you can just do this all the way across. Keep dragging, keep dragging. Come on. Hang on. Okay, turned black. Drag, 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 drag. Boom. turn black, drag, 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 drag. And I don't know, for some reason, I'm not a complete expert in Excel. For some reason, this likes to go to 2 whenever, or go to the one number up whenever you do this. So I just go back and type in 1 for all these. And now you have bananas automatically calculating in each day, so you can, use that all the way across the board. So that's how you enter in new foods. One thing I'm going to say is this is a diet and you will be cutting calories, but at first, the first couple of weeks, it's going to be a lot of food. You will lose weight, I promise you, but it is a lot of food, so I recommend starting eating early in the day and trying to down as much as you can, because sometimes, even I'm cutting 700 calories right now, and it even gets hard for me to get some of that food down, but it's going to be hard at first. Once you start getting into the later weeks, it starts to get easier. I will send you some emails later on and let you know kind of with some more guidelines of how long to do this diet. I usually do it for 5, 6 weeks. Other than that, that is the tutorial. Like I said, if you have any other questions, feel free to comment on the YouTube video. If you have anything you want to ask me, go ahead and shoot me an email, leave a comment, whichever. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys out, and I'd really appreciate it if you could maybe subscribe to my... Anyways, I really hope this helps you out, and I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel for tons of more stuff like this. I plan on doing some workout programs like this. I think I'm gonna do a keto diet and just try some different stuff out. So thanks again. Hope you enjoy it.